Thank you for watching On Call for All Kids. Today we are talking about constipation in babies and kids. We'll be going over common constipation concerns parents have, what normal stools should look like, and remedies to alleviate constipation in babies and kids. I am joined by Dr. Rachel Dawkins. She is the medical director of the Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine Clinic at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Great to see you, Dr. Dawkins.
Good to see you too.
So constipation, is this common in babies and kids?
This is probably the most common thing that parents are concerned about, especially parents of newborns. I don't know why, but parents are obsessed with their kids' poop. You know, what it looks like, how often they're pooping, what they look like when they're pooping, everything about their baby's poop they're concerned about. So this is probably the number one most common thing that especially parents of newborns come to visit me for.
Well, I'm glad we're talking about it then.
Yeah.
So what is a normal stool pattern supposed to look like in kids?
Yeah, so going by different age groups. So babies or newborns, typically we think about them having a bowel movement of 1 or 2 times a day, but some babies don't go every day. In fact, it can be normal for a baby not to stool for a whole entire week. Now, I know that, if a baby goes a couple of days without pooping, the moms are going to call me, but it's normal. It's more important the consistency of the stool is when it comes out. Is it still soft? Is it green or yellow? That's fine. Usually in babies, it's seedy and kind of pasty or gross. If they're having hard stools, then that's a problem. In kids and older kids, they probably will have a bowel movement every 1 or 2 days, and that's considered normal. And again, we talk about consistency, making sure there's no blood or no pain when an older child is having a bowel movement.
So what should those normal stools really look like?
Yeah, so in babies, I usually say yellow, seedy, and gross is normal. And in kids, I describe it as like soft serve ice cream, which sounds kind of gross, and maybe no one will want to eat that anymore. But soft serve ice cream is typically the right consistency. So if your child is having large stools that are almost clogging the toilet, then that can be a sign of constipation as well.
Well, I got the mental image, so
yes.
What to look for. Hey, that's normal. But what are some signs for constipation that we should look out for?
Yeah, so again, in older kids, they're straining or they're having pain when they have a bowel movement. Some kids will actually withhold because they start to think like, oh, every time I have a bowel movement, it really hurts. So then they just hold their stool in, and that makes the problem worse. So if you think that your older child is in pain, that's something to definitely go talk to the pediatrician about. And again, in babies, their stools can look really watery. And as long as it's staying within the diaper generally and not like hard stools or form stools in a baby, that's all normal.
Now, if we suspect our child is constipated, what should we do?
Yeah, so like I said, the most common question that parents come to me for, and so we're very used to it, definitely talk to your pediatrician. But, I like to tell people that we can do some more natural remedies for constipation. So most of the time, constipation can be relieved by diet. Most kids don't have the healthiest high fiber diet. So I think about, in older kids, how can we add more fiber to the diet, whether it's changing from white bread to brown bread or adding some foods with fiber. In kids that are eating baby foods or regular foods, I talk about fruits with the letter P. So anything that starts with a P usually helps you poop. So prunes, plums, peaches, papayas, pineapple. I'll even add apples into that as a stretch. But all those things are good with fiber and can help move things along. And then also making sure your child is well hydrated. So making sure they're taking in plenty of water, not juices or sodas, but water will help them have normal bowel movements.
Well, Dr. Dawkins, thank you so much. Always great to see you. And I enjoyed our chat on constipation. It's such a common topic.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
And thank you all for watching. If you have a topic idea you would like us to look into, you can comment below right here on this video. And you can also visit our website for other resources. It's hopkinsallchildrens.org/newsroom. We'll see you next week.